What's up everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 3 of Netoge. So the first half of the episode is just a cast playing the game, something I expected to see, and they were doing that for the first 12 or so minutes of the episode, but then the later half of the episode is when the real stuff went down. And so the president said that they needed an advisor because the club would shut down soon since it didn't have, a teacher to officially approve of the club and, be the advisor. We also see Russian, yes, I'm calling him Russian now instead of, Hideki, whatever. They call him Russian more than Hideki, so I'm calling him Russian. But anyway, so Russian goes to talk with Nekohime, the girl, the guy, we'll get to that a little later, but the person who catfished him a year ago. So he's been talking to her or him more and more often, and he felt pretty comfortable getting advice from Nekohime. So later on, we find out that Nekohime is Saito Sensei. Now, funny thing actually, if you've been watching the Kotatsu or the live streams that I've been doing with, Ku and Sun Wukong and JoJo Talks Too Much, is that we talked about Netoge. This was actually over in an episode of the Kotatsu, we talked about this, and how we thought that the teacher is Nekohime because we didn't notice any other guys in the theme song, just the teacher. So we kind of put the pieces together and we thought, hey, maybe the teacher is Nekohime. And what do you know? We were right. I believe Sun Wukong was the first one to point that out. And then later on, Kukellen and I agreed with him. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. We called it, yeah. No, but anyway, so Akko decides to meet a guy in real life. And what's interesting about this whole scene here towards the second half of the episode was that it kind of felt more of a finale. Because Russian decided to look inside of him and realize his feelings for Akko and how he cares for the real Akko. Not the game Akko, but the real life Akko. And then Russian, he goes and runs after her, which I thought was, oh my goodness, that felt like such a cliche thing you see in romance and in, finale episodes, period, where you have the guy running after his true love. I thought that was hilarious, though, because he tripped a couple of times on his way over to her. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. I can't tell if they're being serious or if they're parodying that type of romance cliche there, but I liked it, okay? It was a good touch. And so Russian goes over to stop Akko because she could be meeting, a potential kidnapper or something like that, since she's meeting a guy in real life, but then that's when we find out that nope, it's just Saito Sensei. It seems to me that Akko is starting to realize the difference between reality and the game world. I just don't think she wants to accept it at this point because she started talking differently to, the rest of the crew over in the game when she wasn't in school and stuff, and when she announced that she was going to meet a guy in real life. She was saying how, yes, I know you and I are husband and wife, but that's only in the game, right? I can go out and do whatever I want in the real life, right? So I'm just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I think Akko now knows the difference, but just doesn't want to accept it. So I really hope we dive into that later on, but in the meantime, I cannot wait for next week's episode. It was a good episode. I really liked today's episode. But anyway, catch you later as I review Assassination Classroom Season 2, which according to Funimation is going to be delayed due to some weather problems or something over in Japan right now. And unfortunately, there's no new episode of Kabaneri. Episode 3 comes out next week, so but if Assassination Classroom does not air today, then catch me tomorrow as I do a live reaction to Space Patrol Luko, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable, review Ushio Totoro Season 2, review Big Order, and review Mayoiga. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.